Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your May 2020 reading. I went ahead and pre-shuffled your deck, so I'm going to pull in front of you. I'm going to use the Night Before Christmas deck, so that, I'm going to use the Night Before Christmas deck. It's going to probably be a little weird, but, along with some other decks. Okay, I think roles can be reversed. I think I went over everything, so let's get into it, Sagittarius. First, we have the Page of Cups in reverse. Then we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay, and that was kind of weird how that flew out, but we're going to take it, whatever. So we have the Ten of Candles. We have the Seven of Pentacles upright, and then we have the Emperor. I'm going to kind of show it to you. All right, so there's the Seven of Wands. Jesus Christ. The Six of... Oh, wait, hold on, let me think. Oh, giving. And then the Emperor. Okay, so here, let me show you. Here's the Emperor. Blah, blah, blah. All right, Seven of Wands, Six of Pentacles, and then the Emperor. All right, so here we go. It looks like a romantic connection is no longer there, but it's going to be returned to you. You're going to revisit it because it causes burden and giving. Oh, hold on. And giving to the Divine Masculine. Okay. What? Take the Divine Masculine out. Okay, so there's a romantic, because I don't know what this is yet, because I will in a few seconds when we pull some more. Okay, so some kind of romantic connection ended in the past. It's going to be revisited because there was burden in this, in the giving and receiving, okay? And then I don't know if it's Divine Masculine that was, he wasn't willing to give to you, or if you weren't able to give to the Divine Masculine, but he's showing up here. He's very important to this process. He either wasn't able to give to you, or he's going to return. The Divine Masculine's going to return to you after he left this connection, or you both left it. I don't know how it went down. But it's because there was burden because he wasn't able to give and receive with you. Okay, here's the Divine Feminine starting out right after him, Sagittarius. Here we go. We got Aries and Taurus energy out, which don't go by that because it could be Taurus or Aries, but or Scorpio too. Oh wait, why the hell did I say Scorpio? I don't know why. Oh, maybe because this reminded me of the Death card, the Eight of Pentacles, which that's not. It's like a rebirth. Oh, that's why. Because that could be like a rebirth of them revisiting something. I don't know why. So maybe it's like a rebirth of them revisiting something. They want something, they had to die so it can come back alive. I don't know. I have no idea why I thought that was death. But anyways, okay, so it's like Divine Feminine starting out. And right here, boom, Hermit mode in reverse, or Hermit in reverse, Virgo energy. So Divine Feminine has apparently been going within. And she's been in Hermit mode for a while now. Because she was being reckless. This is not looking where you're going. You're going to wreck yourself type energy. Divine Feminine. That seems like a good thing. I'm a little confused here. I'm going to figure this out. Okay, so what this means is because this was a painful ending, 10 of Swords, it was very stressful. 9 of Swords. Okay, because it was a painful ending, it was very stressful. There's going to be an offer. Okay, because this was painful ending, it's very stressful. There's going to be an offer. Okay, so she was being reckless. So she was being reckless. Something was reckless. Something was not, she wasn't looking what she was doing. She wasn't thinking too much what she was doing. She was just acting. Okay, because she had to go within for a long time because she was just acting on something. And it had to do with the painful ending. It was super stressful, but she's going to receive an offer. All right, then we got the King of Potions. We got the Moon card. So, serious, I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't figured out what this is yet, though. Okay, not yet. Not yet have I figured out this. Okay, there's future here. There's action being taken towards it. Okay, so it looks like the King of Cups is here, the Moon's here, the Eight of Wands is here, and the Page of Pentacles is here. So what I see here is the King of Wands is starting a transformation where there's going to be action and it's going to be for the future. Or you're mastering your emotions to start a transformation where you take action and you start, that brings you to your future. That brings you on a straight line to your future. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, so here we go right here, the King of Cups, which could be your energy, Scorpio. Okay, so someone very dedicated, loyal, good-looking. There's a connection that's no longer here. Here we go, the Death card right here. Like I said, the Death card in reverse, how I saw it earlier. The King of someone very, this could be your. I'm taking this as your energy. There's no longer a connection here for you. It had to go through a rebirth. The energy had to fade away. Okay, so it had to end, and not only did it have to end, the energy of the whole thing had to fade away in order to have a victory. Okay, this is still super. Okay, so someone presented themselves. The person that you're dealing with presented themselves to be a certain way, but they're not that way. They were a player. The collaboration was very confusing. There was juggling going on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll get more into this. Okay, so let's just go over it again. All right, in the past, there was a romantic relationship ended. It's going to be revisited because the burden of giving and receiving. Okay, this is going to get, someone's coming back, and it's divine masculine, I'm guessing. Okay, divine masculine is coming back to you, divine feminine. Divine feminine, you were being reckless, and you've been going in for a long, long time. It is because the reason why you're being reckless is because, or while you're being reckless, I guess, I don't know, but you've been going in for a long time. Hermit mode in reverse, so I don't really know. So, like, divine feminine's been going in for a very long time. Looks like something's been, maybe you're ignoring things, or I don't know, you're keeping to yourself, or your eyes. Okay, we'll read it. We'll not read it spiritually. We'll read it to the point where you're isolating yourself from everyone, from what happened, and that is unhealthy, very unhealthy. And you're isolating yourself from everybody because it was a painful ending, gave you too much stress. But while you're doing this might be when your divine masculine comes back in, because there's going to be an offer. They want to link up with you or something. Okay, so he is mastered his emotions. He's starting a transformation. He's taking action, and he wants a future. Okay, and then over here, I think this might be you, even though it's the King of Wands. This might be you, Sagittarius. Someone very loyal, very passionate. There's no connection here, okay? There's no connection here at this moment as we speak, because it needs to go through transformation. Like I said, it needs to go through transformation first. And so it ended and it's almost gone. I love this card. I love this card. Okay, every time I see this card, because I have so much, when I read my energy, which, I read a lot of, sneaky behavior, betrayal. I'm just going to be honest with you. And when I see this card, I get so frustrated because it's like I'm asking Spirit a question. And Spirit just wants to talk about what happened. I'm like, Spirit, I know that's what happened. I want to know what's going to happen next. It just wants to go over, my readings are just to go over emotions that already happened. I've already lived it. But we have to deal with them, and we have to go through them, Sagittarius. And we have to transform it. So this is like an indication that this is over. You don't have to deal with this. It's not so much a end of cycle card. It's letting you know the emotions that you shared with a certain individual. The trauma, we'll say trauma. I don't want to make it seem so intense, but the trauma that you shared from a certain individual, this has left your life, and you want to see this because you're like, fuck yeah, now what else is going to happen? And a good thing. And that's why you receive justice there, because what you dealt with, it's a good card. Five of Cups is a good card, especially for me. I love that card personally, just in reverse, just personally, because it validates the fact that I knew. Because Spirit just wants to keep going over what happened, because they need me to heal it. They're like, okay, you went through a betrayal. I'm like, I freaking know this, Spirit. I don't want this to happen again. So we'll learn your lesson. I'm like, well, mother, I get so mad. All right, let's just go. Let's freestyle it. Let's see what comes out. We're gonna say Cancer, Pisces for the moon. I'm gonna say this real quick. Cancer, Pisces for the moon. because I feel like it's right that I mentioned Cancer in this, even though it says Pisces and Tarot. All right, so we got Taurus, Scorpio, and we got Libra. I haven't seen you yet, Sagittarius, but you're lucky. Your cards are lucky, man. Oh, the Fool's Aquarius. Yeah, haven't seen you yet. Sometimes I'll miss it. Okay, so anyway, so there's heartbreak going on here. Starting out with heartbreak. It's about to talk about what happened. I told you, I hate when it happens. Okay. Okay, there was heartbreak because someone didn't collaborate. So the collaboration is in here. Someone didn't collaborate. It had to do with future. Someone didn't want to. There's heartbreak because someone didn't want to collaborate with you for a future. It caused you to be unbalanced, and the sneaky behavior, Seven of Swords in reverse, it came out. It came out that they didn't want to collaborate with you for a future. Divine Masculine didn't want to come together with you for a future. Okay, that's hurt. That hurt. Okay, keep going. If you don't mind, keep going. Okay, so you listened to your intuition. Luckily, you caught this. It was almost like you didn't catch it because how it flew out. Like, if it went in reverse, it's like you didn't listen, but you're, like, right there on the verge. Like, you caught it, at least. Good job, Sagittarius. Congratulations. Oh, here you are again, King of Wands. I don't know why. I really believe, okay, so Sagittarius, I truly believe that, hold on, let me double check, but I'm standing by what I say. I truly believe you're the Divine Feminine, most likely, but I think that you're coming out as the King of Wands for some reason. Usually I'll read Queens with the Empress, but right now I'm reading a King with the Empress. Okay, if that makes sense. Okay, so heartbreak, you didn't because here you are right over here, boom, here you are, sweetheart. Okay, and you realizing that this significant connection is no longer here, and you needed to go through rebirth. Okay, because they didn't want a future with you. They didn't want to collaborate with you. Like they could very well. This is the kind of situation where it would hurt and suck the most because, like, yeah, they may not have wanted to collaborate with you, but then they leave you and they get with someone else, and all of a sudden they're marrying them. Like, fuck you if that happened to me. Or no, that's not my ego coming out, but saying like. It's not me saying like, oh, how dare that ever happen to me, just me saying that as like I don't even want to speak that into existence, but like, yeah, so it's like literally you get with someone that you're with them for like fucking 5 years or some shit, and they would never want to marry you, they never want to propose to you. You're just like, apparently you ended up being a freaking placeholder. And when I say fuck you, that happened, is because like, if I ever found out I was someone's placeholder, I am very, very passive, but that would take everything in me to not turn as petty and ghetto. Just kidding. All right, so here we go. Heartbreak, not wanting. All right, so Divine Masculine probably Divine Feminine, you're heartbroken. You found out that the Divine Masculine didn't want to collaborate with you for a future. It caused you to go out of balance. You found out that the sneakiness of them came out, and the sneakiness of them we already found out over here. They were being a player. Okay. This person manipulated and presented himself way, like he probably said, oh yeah, I want to settle down, I want to do all these things, blah, 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 blah. He really wasn't that way. He ended up being a player, and this collaboration what you had with him to collaborate, the Three of Pentacles is right here too. What you had with him to collaborate, it was too confusing, way confusing. Okay. All right, so that sneaky behavior came out. You listened to your intuition. The King of Wands listened to his intuition. Oh, something was about to flip. I didn't even see what it was. Yeah. Okay, once you dealt with all this, once you dealt with you getting your heart broken because you found out that your partner didn't want to have a future with you, they didn't want to work with you to have a future, that was heartbreaking. So it threw you out of balance. You knew about them being sneaky. You knew about all this stuff because you listened to your intuition. You got clear on this King of Wands. And then what fucking happens at that moment? Boom. They return back into you. They come right back in. This is when they come in. Okay. And down here, as they say, like when it was a painful ending and you were stressed out. Yeah. Okay. They come back in, and then there's some kind of truth here. that this was really too confusing, even to deal with. You know, or this could be, yeah, like they come back in, there's, you know, yeah, I really believe that's the truth, too confusing to deal with. Because this was supposed to be your end-all be-all. This was supposed to be your, you know, my big relationship, my big marriage, my big home, my big family, the stuff I can build on. But it's no longer here. It was supposed to be something that was tangible, and it's not. Okay, there's a hard truth that this was confusing, and it wasn't what you thought it was. It was this big old be-all, and it was like this big dream that you had is no longer there in a sense. So now you're traveling forward, okay? The Eight of Cups. Someone returns, and there's a hard truth that there's too much confusion in your, we'll say your relationship, your ultimate relationship, we'll say that. So it's almost like you travel, and you travel quickly. Not only are you traveling happily, like, I think you're going away, because his back is turned to it, but you travel fast, okay, to a painful ending, okay. Seems like they come back. You need the strength. I'm going to go back to the Eight of Cups in a second. You need the strength to take action, because you have resentment right now. To free yourself. Traveling fastly towards a painful ending. You need the strength to take action. So you have resentment right now. You need to free yourself. Because your problems, they're saying if you don't free yourself from what took place, the resentment that you have, if you don't free yourself from the resentment you have, your problems are going to keep, this is going to keep happening to you. You're going to keep cycling through this, Sagittarius. You're going to keep cycling through. Give me the Eight of Cups, please. Give me dropping the conflict. Eight of Cups, please. And it ends the cycle. Okay, so what they want to do is, I think they want to come back in, and can we trust them? Can we trust them when they come back in? Can we trust them? I don't think we can, but okay, it's still too confusing. For some reason, this person's just like riddled with too confusing, and you've already dealt with it. It's too confusing, and you already dealt with it. Okay, so I'm getting that I read that wrong. Okay, and I'll admit when I'm wrong. Okay, so the Eight of Cups is, they could very well, for some of you, they very well, I hate saying for some of you, I love just, I would rather read to, if I can read to one person that this is really for, I'd rather give it to the one person that it's really for. I don't like to really stretch things where other people could be like, well, it could be me, well, it couldn't be me, you know, it's not, you know, I get it, it's a bunch in the collective, there's a lot in the collective, but like, I also understand that if someone really needs it, I'd rather, instead of me like gaining followers, I'd rather be able to reach the one that it really needs. You know what I mean? So I could be wrong. I could not be wrong. I don't know how this resonates towards you, but if you feel it in your gut that this is for you, it's for you. Okay, so there's conflict and this ends the cycle. So the Eight of Cups, what I'm saying with that is, it could be you emotionally returning to that, going back to it to heal it. You know what I mean? Because it says right here that you listen to your intuition, the King of Wands, maybe, because I said that was you return to this emotional situation, okay? So let's put it up here with you. So you listen to your intuition, you travel back to this, okay? Here you are listening. Oh, sorry. I can't touch it. Here you are listening to your intuition, you travel back to and here's the Eight of Cups. So it's like you travel back and you revisit this emotionally, because it was really confusing for you, okay? So it was really confusing for you, but it's almost over again. Here's the Five of Cups, clarifying that it's almost over for you. I like to use those sometimes to clarify emotions. I don't know, or that deck. I don't know why it helps me. It's like almost like I'm putting the energy in to do it, you know? Sometimes I'll use it for other things too, but I really like to put the energy in it for it to act like that. Okay, because you revisit that and it was super confusing with you. For some reason, the Seven of Cups keeps coming out with this person. Like, here's the Seven of Cups here in reverse. In reverse, let's be clear. Here's the Seven of Cups here, again in reverse. Here's the Seven of Cups again in reverse. All right, so every deck I pulled out so far just wants to clarify how this person left you in a state of confusing. I hope you weren't gaslighted, you know what I mean? Like, it was a hard truth that this person could have been like, gaslighting the shit out of you for your for your situation, you know, trying to make you believe that something, you know, because it does say right here that they're presenting themselves as that kind of person, that they're trying to present themselves in a certain way, that they're that they will give to you, they will give you these things, and it turns out they're not going to. But you're getting the strength right now because you got to heal the resentment. They might have taken time out of your life, totally a lot of time out of your life, sweetheart. That's probably why you're isolating yourself and you're refusing to deal with this, and this is going to cause a blockage in your, I'm reading for a Sagittarius that this is going to cause a fucking blockage, bad blockage, because you have resentment. You don't want, you know what I mean? It's like, it's your reason why the blockage is going to happen. You're preventing the flow of love, the light, everything from flowing in and allowing more things to come to you. If you have this blockage, how is anything, okay, so if you have this blockage, how is anything going to help you and take you where you need to go? Like, you know, you need to be able, sorry, my microphone fell. You need to be able to flow, sweetheart. And if you have this blockage from all this pain and the resentment, you know, you need to have the strength, like it says. Here. You need to have the strength to take action. Have the strength to take action for the resentment to free yourself. You need to definitely do that. You're causing blockages. Because remember I was having problems with this? Being in isolation, hermit mode for too long, and I usually don't read this card for that, but Spirit's tell me, like, you need to read it that way, okay? So free yourself is upright. The Fool over here is upright. This one right here, okay, so it's saying that you're in isolation. You're isolating yourself. You're in a sense, like, there's so much wrong with what you're doing, and I hate to tell someone they're wrong, but I'm just pointing it out to you. In a sense, sweetheart, you're also you're not loving yourself. You know what I mean? Because it's almost like I do certain things to myself too, so I kind of recognize it. Like it's like you're taking it out on yourself, you know, in a sense. Like you're because this person hurt you, it's like, in a sense, or this person did this to you, in a sense, hold on, in a sense, it's like you're saying, like, okay, well, you know what, if you know, it's almost like that not pity party, excuse me, baby. It's almost like that, hold on one second, I'm getting jumbled. We're going into retrograde, so I can't work out my thoughts, but I will in 1 second. I got it. So I unpaused it pretty quick. So, okay, so the self-harm is coming from the fact that it's like coming from like resentment for sure, where you're like, this is what I'm talking about. It's coming from the fact of you being like, oh, well, if they're not going to love me that way, then I don't need, you know, I'm just going to stay here and I don't need to go out, or I don't need to do anything. It's almost like you're taking yourself away from the world to be not petty, but I can't explain it, but it is self-harm. Totally what you're doing is self-harm. It's almost like okay, let's say you're stuck in your apartment and you're like, I don't want to visit the world, I don't want anything to do with humankind, and you're almost taking it out on yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like, you want to be in your pajamas, you're kind of like bitter and resentful, and you don't mean any harm by it, and you probably don't even recognize it, but in a sense, it's like taking yourself out of the world. Like, you know, like when you need, you know, when you can be out there and you can be dealing with this and you can be breathing freely and running by a creek or whatever you want to do, you know, and, you know, it's just like you being able to like love yourself and be like, you know what, I'm gonna set myself free, you know. It's almost like you're using the resentment to be like, to yourself, and it's like, whoa, you didn't do shit wrong. Like, you didn't present yourself to be you know, you dealt with this player, but you didn't present yourself to be a douchebag. Why should you have to take it out on yourself and be like, oh, well, your friend's asking you to hang out, well, you know, tomorrow I'll hang out, like, you know, and you're just taking it out because you feel shitty, you want to take it out on yourself. That's what I'm talking about. That is not fucking practicing self-love, boo-boo. Okay? You're not doing the work right now. Sorry, sweetie. You know, you need to do the work. You need to do the work. You need to heal this resentment. Spirit's saying, do the work, heal the resentment, please. Okay. You're blocked right now, Sagittarius, my love. I'm sorry you heard about this. Okay. But let's get clear. We're getting down and gritty. Okay. This was a very confusing situation. Spirit is saying this is over. Don't worry. You know what I mean? This is over. The energy of the bad person is leaving. But you do, it's like the little bit of like the energy leaving is still there, but you still need to deal with this resentment, okay? So Spirit is using us a lot of Seven of Cups to let us know what's happening and to also validate your feelings. Yes, you were right about this, but here's the resentment and here's you freeing yourself. Okay, so Spirit's validating you right now, saying, yes, sweetie, we know what he did. We know that this happened. We know about his playing and the games and him not wanting to collaborate you for a real tangible relationship. We know about all this. King of Cups is going through a transformation, going to take action for a future. Okay, we didn't touch on that, Spirit. Okay, while you're in rest and you're healing, Star reverse, Four of Pentacles, you're releasing. While you're working on yourself, you're blocked, you're in rest, you're healing, you're letting go. Like they said, this is where you're letting go of the resentment and all that. Something shocking is about to happen. Whoa, what is this? Shocking is about to happen. Tower in reverse, Aquarius energy here. Something shocking is going to happen, Sagittarius. Here's your energy right here. Divine Masculine, who's upside down right now. He's upside down. You're seeing him as upside down because that's also how you view his energy. Doesn't mean he's in this energy. He went through a transformation. Suck it. I knew it. He started the transformation. But while you are working on releasing and letting go, and you know what I mean, while you are dealing with the resentment of what happened and the self-harm, I call it self-harm because you are taking it out on yourself, and all the other stuff. The other stuff I mentioned earlier, it's hard because I'm getting all these downloads from Spirit, so it's like I gotta try to remember everything. That's why I read the way I do, is because like I literally get downloads and they try to help me and they try to guide me and they show me what to look at. So do you notice how like when I was reading, like I was reading half of it and then I looked down here and I was like, Spirit, we didn't touch on this, because it says the King of Cups is starting a transformation. He's going to take action for a future. Before, you didn't want a future with you. Before, you want to be a player and bullshit. So that's how I get downloads. So the other stuff that I said earlier that you were doing to yourself, make sure you fix that. Like Spirit gives me downloads. That's why I accidentally mixed up the Eight of Cups, because we know that this relationship was going through a transformation. It says it right here. All right, so it's like he goes through his transformation. Okay, baby? And I hate when people call me baby when they first meet me and stuff, but you guys, I love you so much, and I'm one of the most genuine people. When I say I love you, I love you. Okay, so this is what you've already built. Okay, everybody sees this as a single card. I see this as a foundation card. So you built this already with this person. You go through a transformation. You already built this with them. Okay. There's not going to be a new beginning. We're going to find out why. They go through their own. Divine Masculine goes through their own transformation. Because this is, okay, the reason why there's not going to be a new beginning, all right, I don't know if you'll ever hear from this person again, but do unconditional love and love yourself, because you built this with them. It's not going to have a new beginning, but this was fated to happen. Spirit wants you to know that this was fated for your life, for your growth, to drop this resentment, to be able to grow, to move on, to evolve. This is for you, baby. And they want, I don't know why I keep calling you fucking baby, but they want you to know that, and they want you to know that your person was meant to go through a transformation too from this. Okay? All right? It's unclear. It's unclear because so much has happened here. You need to free yourself. This is very unclear to you why this is maybe this way, that why you don't get this new beginning. If they're going through a transformation and, you know, all this stuff, and it's unclear, you know, they went through a transformation, they're becoming the, you know, they're going through a transformation. You built the solid foundation. There's not going to be a new beginning. Maybe it's at this moment there won't be a new beginning. This is something fated. You're not clear why this has happened. You're free though, and you're at a crossroads. Okay. I need to grab another deck. I'm already going on 30 minutes. Yeah, it's causing anxiety and stress. Hold on one second. Let's grab another deck. Let's just kind of... Spirit, I need you to please just start right there, please. My time. I love you, bud. Love you guys. Oh, I just saw the King of Wands wanting to come out. Damn it. Oh, but all this came out. Okay, so here we go. They're going to explain what's going on right here. So hopefully Spirit's like on board. Okay, so they're going to explain why this foundation and you don't get a new beginning. Okay, so it says you're in rest right now. It says there's a union. It says there's juggling, but it's moving forward and actually moving forward quick. Okay, so we're going to try to make sense of this. Okay, it says there's burden. Okay, because there's going to, of course, be burden because there was some stuff going down with them. It might be your choice that you want to carry on with them. There's a hard truth. Okay, so there's a hard truth. We're going to find out why. Okay, rest, union, juggling, moving forward. There's burden. There's a hard truth that your fulfillment and your joy is to be free. You're left out in the cold too long, over collaborating with this person. The tower had a fall on you, and you're about to receive something that you manifested because you went through a painful ending, and you had the strength to be enlightened to go within. So here's your own foundation where you're building, and you're healing, and you end a cycle, the divine feminine. Thank you so much, Sagittarius. Let's pull a couple things. I'm going to pull like 3, okay? Okay? It says, purpose. I know what I'm here to do. And like I said, that was fated. It was fated for both of you. You met this person, and both of you were supposed to transform. Here's I don't know if that's your purpose, but it might have been. It might have been. This might be a large portion of it. You know what I mean? Your purpose is to come in here, learn lessons, evolve, and so you can level up. And here's your friendship right here. It says, I understand that a friendship is in my life for a reason. I really do believe you guys might become friends after this. You know what I mean? I think there's a lot of unconditional love. You love them and you forgive them. Gratitude. I'm thankful for the this life and the opportunities that it presents. Yeah, I feel like, look how beautiful. When I read this last bit about you ending this, and what you wanted, the hard truth is that your fulfillment and joy was to be free. That's all you wanted, was to be free. Like, that's beautiful. You freed yourself from so much here, you know, so much. You just when you stop, taking things out on yourself, and just everything, you freed yourself from everything. It was beautiful. You didn't want to be left out in the cold anymore on a third party. You allowed that tower to fall on that. And you're about to receive a manifestation. What you want is coming to you. And okay, so you dealt with the painful ending. This was painful for you. We're not saying it wasn't. We're validating it. Super confusing. I'm surprised I didn't throw that out again. All right, you had the strength to be enlightened, to build your own foundation. It was something you wished. And here we go. Like, you could have been dealing with a narcissist and you got out of it, got your own home and dealt with that. You never know. I hate to throw that in at the last moment because that's not everybody. You ended a cycle just because it was so confusing. You were being gaslit the shit out of. You ended a cycle, and it was the divine feminine that did it. Okay, and look at now she got gratitude, purpose, friendship. She's got so much beautiful energy here, Sagittarius. All right, pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. I probably said 3 cards. Empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. All right, Sagittarius. As much love as you give yourself, I'm glad. Have a good month.